Hi guys, welcome back to another hour crafting series. Today I have for you a super fun and easy recipe book. So let's go ahead and make this together. So hi guys, welcome back to another hour of crafty fun. So today we're going to be making a recipe book, and I am going to be using the Country Farm, I don't know what the name of the collection is, by Prima, but this is one of my mini kits. If you like to work with the same collection, I'm gonna have the link to my website down below where you can find these kits and many others. So I wanted to create this recipe book because Mother's Day is around the corner and I think this will make a super sweet gift, perfect gift, and it's gonna be quick and easy, so anyone basically can do it. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you see here is what comes on the kit. Basically is A4 papers, and then we have the journaling cards, which is perfect I think for recipes because you have a beautiful image, but on the back you have plenty of room to write recipes down, take notes, or little things like that. Then also some flowers, some ribbon, and some chipboard as well. So we're going to start with the binding of the book. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the chipboard pieces at 9 by 6.5. So we have two of those, and then one piece of 9 by 1.5. And I'm going to bind them together using some black cardstock. So I am using black. You can definitely use white if you think this is too dark, but I think it's gonna look good with the collection. We'll see at the end. And so I'm using lightweight for the binding. I get that question a lot. So normally for the binding of my books, I always use lightweight cardstock, which is the 65 pound. And for the pages, I always use 110. You can always use 80-pound cardstock as well. So for my binding, always lightweight cardstock, because the heavy weight just won't go around your chipboard and it will crack. And so this is better for me. And so I'm going to start with the center spine here. I'm just gonna glue this down right there, and then we're going to add these sides, one here, always leaving a space in between the two pieces. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one. Okay, I'm gonna add this one right there. Okay, again leaving my space. So then we're going to cut the extras of the sides. Okay, I think I'm going to do this little cut right there, and then here, and then we are going to add this one. Okay, so I'm gonna take that out and take this out. So let me know on the comments. I want to know if you guys are crafting along with me, or if you have done any of the projects that we have been doing. Then we are going to massage the cardstock here and then press down. Okay, now for this part I like to do tape because the glue just takes a little bit longer to dry, and it keeps coming undone sometimes. You have to hold it. So I like to do tape a lot faster this way. Okay, so then we're gonna fold that over, and then you're going to mark here on your bending lines. Okay, just give it a little twist right there, and then we're going to do this on the other side as well. So first you're going to massage your cardstock just like that, and then press down, and here we go. We are going to add the tape then we're gonna fold these over and press down. And then we're also going to mark here on your bending lines. And then we're going to fold the sides. So for the sides, the first thing you want to do is tuck in your corners. So make sure you mark right there. And then we are going to fold slowly and then press down. Just like that. And press down. And then you're going to add this side. And the same thing will be for this other side. So again, we're gonna tuck in the corners right here and fold these over. Okay, and then we're going to be adding the tape and taking this out. There you go. Super easy. And then we're just gonna fold these two pieces, and we have the binding of the book. I like the books with the smaller spine. Lately I've been really loving that because they're just so easy to grab, so easy to maneuver and just take it from place to place, especially if we're doing a recipe book. That's something that comes really handy. So now I'm going to use one of my scrap pieces here, and I'm going to trim this down to 8 3/4. Okay, so this is 8 3/4 by 4 inches, and we're gonna glue this piece down to the spine. So I'm just going to add glue on this section here, and then I'm going to add glue all around right here. Okay, this should be good. I think I'm running out of glue, but okay, this will do for now. We are just going to press this down, and then I like to use this tool because it's really good for taking all of the air bubbles out. And then we're just gonna press down. So then we are going to score along the bending line. So you're going to fill the top and bottom. There's going to be a little gap, and just line those two and do a little score. And then same thing for the other side of the spine. I'm just going to do this, and then we're going to fold this over and fold this over. And there we go. Okay, so the base of our book is ready, and now we're gonna work on the inside. Okay, so now we are going to use 4 pieces of 7 1/4 by 3 1/2, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch on each side, so that will be 6 3/4 on this side here. And then we're going to do 1/2 inch along the bottom to create pockets. So same thing for all these 4 pieces. So I'm scoring at 1/2, at 6 3/4, and then at 1/2 on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna do this one, and then we're going to do one more, 1/2, 1/2, and 1/2. And then I also have one piece of 7 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm also going to do 1/2, 6 3/4, and 1/2. And these are all going to be pockets. It's going to be kind of like a cascading pocket page here. So I'm going to cut out the corners on the bottom. Okay, and I'm doing all of the pockets with the bottom section because I want to make sure that the cards that we're going to use are not going to go all the way down. They need to have like a stopping point. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add these. Let me clean. There you go. And so we're going to start with the smaller ones, and then this will be the last one at the bottom. So we're going to fold along the score lines here. Okay, so like that. And then the first one is going to be a bit tricky to add. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of my recipe cards, and I'm going to make sure it fits right there. So that's where I want to put it. And I'm actually going to measure this so it'll be easier for you. So I'm going to go 1.5, 1 3/4 from the top. That's where you're gonna glue it. Okay, so this distance here is 1 3/4. So you can actually measure 1 3/4 and pencil mark. See if I can find a pencil. So you would do from the top 1 3/4, pencil mark, and then over here 1 3/4, pencil. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Pencil mark, and then you're gonna glue this piece right there. That's how we're gonna place our first pocket. So I'm going to add my glue right here, and I just refill my glue, so hopefully it comes out faster. Okay, here we go, and here we go. Okay, so the corners are very important when you do pockets. So again, I'm going to go on my pencil marks, and then you want to center this side to side and press down. Okay, and then for the next one, I'm going to again fold along the score lines right here, and we are going to add these 1 inch below this previous one we just added. Okay, so again, the pencil mark I think really helps. So I'm going to do 1 inch and 1 inch here, the way it's even. Okay, right there. And then we are going to glue this on that line. Adding my glue, and then we're going to put this one on my 2 new pencil marks, 1 inch below the edge of the previous one. Okay, so press down. There we go. So again, the corners of the pockets are very important. So now I'm going to do the same with the next one. And again, we're going to measure 1 inch from the previous pocket. So I'm just going to do one, and add the next one. Okay, so here is the next one. Right in there. Okay, I got glue everywhere now. So we're just gonna press this down. Okay, so I'm gonna press down, and here we go. So make sure always the corners are really flat. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna skip the next 3.5 section, and I'm just gonna go into the bigger one because I think we're not gonna have enough room for both. And I want this one to be larger because I want to add these here as a cute decoration. And if you want to have more pocket instead of having the decoration, you can add 2 of these ones here. And okay, so now I'm going to, again with this glue, just giving me a really hard time today. And here you go. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue this one on the bottom edge, and it's about an inch distance. I'm not gonna measure it because I want to make sure it's level to the bottom of the book, but there you go. Okay, so press this down, press this down, and okay, so now I'm going to glue this one here. It's really like this image. That will go right there. Okay, and then I'm going to cover this up with paper later on, but I just want to show you here when we add the cards, they are not going to go all the way down. I think the first one will though, because this pocket is larger, so this one will go in a little bit more, but let's see here. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, anyway, so we'll put this one here, so this one shouldn't go all the way down, it will stop right there, so it's easier to take in and out. Same thing with this one, put that right there, and then we're gonna do, I guess we can do any one, just do this here. Okay, so then that's how your little cascading pockets will go. And then of course we're gonna fill this up with paper. We're not gonna glue these ones in because these are gonna be where you're gonna write down some of your recipes, but I'm gonna leave it there for now because I think it looks really pretty. And okay, so now we're gonna work on the other side. So now we are going to use 4 pieces of 8.5 by 7 inches, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 3/4 inches. Okay, so 1/2 inch and 3/4, and that will be for all of these ones. 1/2 inch and 3/4. So then we are going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so I have 2 lines on each. Okay, this heavy weight is a little bit hard to fold, but here we go. And one more right here. And this one. Okay, so I have 4 of those, and then I also have 1 piece of 6.25 by 8.5, and this is going to be what is going to be glued onto our book. And then we're just going to start adding these pages to this space here. So we're going to add the glue on this 1/2 inch section, and we are going to line them up together. Okay, so just line this up and press down. Then we are going to add the next one on the other side. So this will be like an accordion type of fold. Okay, so there you go. Again, I'm gonna line that up, press down. So for right now, I'm just folding down the 1/4 inch gusset that we have. Okay, so here's the next one. We are going to add this one up here. There you go. And then we are going to do this here. And I'm going to just line these up. Okay. So then there we go. So then we have all of these accordion folds. Now you're gonna fold up your gusset. Okay, and I'm doing this little gusset because I also want to put pockets inside each one of the pages. So then I'm going to use the 4 pieces that were left over from cutting this, and I'm going to trim them down to 7 inches. And this is going to be 7 by 4. around. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this at 7 again, and one more. Okay, there you go. So we're going to now score these at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Okay, so again, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. One side, 2 sides, 3 sides. So just all kinds of pockets. So I think these days when people do recipes, for the most part you print them out from the internet. So that's why I always like pockets, that way you can save them for the next time, or if you have a magazine cut out. Yeah, I personally don't write down recipes. I mean, sometimes I do, so that's why we always need some of these little recipe cards, but I think pockets are more practical. So now I'm going to cut the corners. Okay, right here, and then same thing for these two. And 2 more. And I'm sorry if I kind of feel like I'm rushing, and I kind of am, because I really have to go to a doctor's appointment in like 20 minutes right now. And I know if I do this when I come back, I won't have enough time to get it uploaded in time for you guys, so forgive me. And so anyway, we're gonna fold along the score lines here and press down, and there we go. So again, I have 4 pockets. You can add more, or you can have, you know, skip the pockets altogether if you prefer to just have this book maybe for pictures and not so much for recipes. That also works too. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the pockets on just one of the sides inside the pages. Okay, and then just kind of keeping that open idea of maybe a pocket, and maybe if you want to add a picture of the like, I really like adding, when we make a special dinner together with the girls, I usually just like take a picture of like the food or us eating on the table, like treasure the recipe and treasure the memory. And then you can use the pocket to add the recipe, so you can do it again and again. Okay, so then this one also going to add the pocket here, right here. So make sure that you're not gluing these pockets on your gussets. Okay, pay attention to your 1/4 inches on each side, and then press down. Okay, so I have one here, and then on the other side I'm also going to do one right there and one right here. And I like making these accordion style pages because you get a lot of pages and you don't really need to do the hinges. And I think for a quick and easy project, I always avoid the hinges because it just takes so much time to score, to add the tape, to fold. Yeah, it's just way too long. So this is a quick and easy way to make more pages. Okay, so then we're gonna do one here. Okay, oops. And maybe I'll put it on this side. And there we go. So now we can go ahead and glue these pages onto our book. So I'm going to close this up and bring back my book. And so let's go ahead and glue this down. So I'm just going to glue the bottom. Okay. Here we go. So we're just going to put that right here on the center. And here you go. Okay, right there. So I'm just going to open this up so I can press down here. And so now I'm going to add one of my design pages here. This was cut at 8 1/4 by 6 inches. And I'm just going to glue this down right there. So super quick and easy. I'm going to do this later and just do the cover here with you. So I think for this book it's gonna look really nice to do the gold foil cardstock around. So I'm going to cut my gold cardstock at 6 3/4. No, sorry, 6 1/4 by 8 3/4. Yes, let me just double check. Yes, that's the good size. And so I'm going to do 2 8 3/4 by 6 1/4. And then for my spine, it's just going to be 8 3/4. I think this is 8 3/4 by 1 1/4. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the design paper. So I was thinking of doing this one here for the front, which is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then I'll do this one for the back. So we're gonna cut these at 8 1/2 by 6 inches. And then I'm going to need one cut at 1 inch for the spine. Okay, so now I'm just gonna glue this down, and as I glue this, I'm gonna give you some announcements. So tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be the live class for members. So if you haven't joined the membership yet, and if you would like to do a little bit of live crafts once a month, I would like to invite you to become a member. I always have a lot of fun with everyone crafting, and it's just such an enjoyable time for me. At least it's the highlight of my month, because I just get to craft and relax and talk to you guys and do a fun project. And so that will be tomorrow. It's always the third Saturday of the month at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is my time, and I think Eastern Time is 8 or 7. I'm not sure, because we had a change of time. I think it's 8. And so it's like a Saturday night crafting time together. And another fun announcement, you probably have seen already the video that I scheduled for Sunday. So Sunday we're going to start our new spring series, which I'm so excited about. We've been working really hard on that. So it's gonna be the spring series, which is gonna be 6 days in a row of crafty projects and tutorials. And at the same time, I'm releasing the spring magazine. So the magazine, if you don't know, I have a crafting magazine, and so on that, usually we have project tutorials that are exclusive to the magazine. But when I do a series, I do a special edition. So basically, I will do all the projects that are on the series are listed as a step-by-step tutorials on the magazine. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be releasing on Sunday. So if you're subscribed to the magazine, you will be getting that email automatically with the new magazine. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. But also, you don't have to subscribe to purchase the magazine. You can always get it as a standalone. And I have two of my super sweet crafty friends joining. So we have Debbie and we have Marta. So also make sure to subscribe to their channels and see what projects they are coming out for you. So a lot of those are going to be tutorials, and I think most of them are tutorials, and I'm just so excited to see what they're gonna be showcasing for you guys. So lots of fun coming up starting on Sunday. The videos are gonna be posted at 11 Eastern time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So they will go from Sunday to Friday, I believe. So I'm gonna be using one of the journaling cards from the collection. They have so many, and I think I like that one because I really like the cow. But there's another one that says cuisine, so I think this will be more for like recipe maybe. This one that says take me home. This one says do everything with love and you will be blessed. I also love that one, but I just really like this cow. I think she's so cute. Oh, you know what, maybe I'm going to add some of that gold cardstock. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue this one down, and here we go. So another thing that I wanted to say is, because I'm having this series basically going every day from Sunday to Friday, I won't be having the 1 hour crafty CVS, which is this one, next week. So next week I'm gonna skip that 1 hour, because you will have a video in the morning, like at 11 in the morning. So I'm just gonna skip that day, that way I don't overwhelm you with projects and I don't overwhelm myself either. I think I will be taking a little break next week. Maybe I'll be working on another project and post it for you guys later. So yeah, so next week we won't have our crafty 1 hour. So, but do make sure to tune in the morning for the other video. So I hope that's clear. I feel like I'm confusing, a little bit confusing when I try to actually make things clear. But anyway, so I'm adding some chipboard on the back to kind of raise it up from the cover, from the background. Okay, so always save your scraps, pieces of chipboard, and use them for everything. And oh my gosh, look how cute. So now we're gonna glue this down here, right on the center. Perfect. Okay, and then of course our beautiful flowers. We probably have more flowers than we need, but that's good too. So I'm going to do, and I like it with the black. Let me know what you think. Are you doing black? Are you doing white or white? Maybe even cream will look good with this collection. And here we go. So I'm just gonna do these flowers, and we are going to call it done. Let me see here. I think I will do something like that. Okay, so we are just gonna glue these flowers down. Two. And I'm using this glue because I usually like to use the fabric glue for flowers. I think that it's just more sticky, and I don't know, I like how that dries, but it's kind of being difficult. For some reason, this glue, once you get to this much, it stops working. So I'm just gonna have to go get me a new one. And so yeah, super excited about the magazine coming out. Excited about the life class. Lots of things happening this weekend and this coming week. So I hope you guys are excited as well. And so yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that. And now next week I'll probably be taking a short little break. And then it's also my daughter's birthday coming up, so I just want to make sure I have some time to plan her birthday and figure out what to do, although there's still not much to do. I'm in California, so I know Disneyland opened for California residents, but I still don't know how I feel about doing all that yet. I'm gonna have to give it a little bit of research, because we're vaccinated, but of course the kids are not vaccinated, so we still have to be very, very careful with that. Okay, so I'm gonna do this little flower right here, and I think that will be it. Maybe one more. No. Okay, so there you go. That is how this project is going to look like. You know, I think I'm gonna add like a pink flower somewhere, because there's a pink flower here, but I will do that later. And I'm also going to come back and do a separate video after I cover this up with the paper, since today I'm kind of rushing a little bit and I need to get this video edited and posted for you guys today, and I need to get going to my appointment. So I think this will look really cute here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this down. And there you have it. That is our project for today. I hope that I was able to give you a quick little gift idea for Mother's Day. You can also use this as a regular mini album, not so much a recipe book if you are not into cooking like me. And so yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please don't forget to visit me on Sunday, where the series is going to start. Make sure that you are subscribed to my 2 other friends as well, so you don't miss any of their videos. And if you would like to be a member to my channel, we have our live Saturday class this weekend tomorrow. Oh my gosh, so excited for that. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.